drank in a new show last night called Down for Love on Netflix. Down spelled large letters stretched across the other two words. It is because, make no mistake, most of the people on this dating reality show have Down syndrome. And if they don't have Down syndrome, they have, like, you know, took a baseball to the head kind of stuff.
Head injury.
Just like not, like, you know, intellectually slow or whatever. And a bunch of Down syndrome people. And they talk about, they're adults. And, but, you know, they're varying degrees of, you say that's intelligence, Christine? Mm-hmm. Varying degrees of intelligence. And it looks like one of the most difficult things in the world to do is find two that are this, because some of them are like really high functioning, but when they say yes to a date to a picture of someone who has, you know, the face, they show up and then, like, you know, one's like, it's like, oh, I thought we'd go play miniature golf because it's such a fun thing to do on a first date, and we get to talk, and the other person's like, yay, miniature golf. and you see, to watch one Down syndrome person be like, oh, God. Like they're rolling their eyes at them. It's a confusing show emotionally.
Yeah.
And so many, I watched it, I put it on right away. I go, these shows are so disgusting to do. Because you're like, you're showing it for the reason of like spectating. If you're going to say this is for the good to show people that everyone's the same and everyone has feelings, I get that thing. But like, I don't know. It should be like privately for people with that. Like to make this a public thing, that 99% of the people watching it are not Down syndrome or mentally challenged people. It's people watching it for the spectacle of it.
Yeah, because they don't get TVs.
Right, and then I realized after a while that I'm watching it, I've never said no more in my life while watching a show because they're treating them like puppies. It's like puppy therapy. And you find yourself, too, me and Christine are falling in love with these couples and rooting for them, even though one's a little more retarded than the other one.
High functioning. Or less functioning.
Less functioning, retarded than the other one. Yeah. And then they, and like, they're setting them up to fuck, and there's so damn. I lived with 6 retarded guys for 3 years. Who's it? Bill Burr?
No.
Who's else? Russ Maneve? Was in there?
No. I lived in Boston.
Oh yeah, I have heard this, but please fill me. It's
when I had my foster father, and I had to leave because we weren't getting along, and my ex-girlfriend worked with mentally retarded people like Down syndrome. She worked in a house. Mm-hmm. And in the same town I was living in, and there was a position open for an overnight. So what that is basically you live with them.
Yeah.
You live with there was 6.
Do you sleep there?
You sleep there. You get a bedroom.
Do you have to wear like some kind of a burlap suit in case they try to bite you in the middle of the night?
No.
Jacob, you're laughing away from the microphone when I said that. Laugh into it, dude.
It was six high functioning 50-year-old and up men.
That sounds like a Johnny Knoxville movie.
And I had a bedroom.
Yeah.
I got free food and $100 a week. I had to be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Was this Hot Bob?
This was Hot Bob.
So would you like bring chicks back and then sit at dinner and tell them all like your stories of getting pussy and stuff?
I would bring chicks back and not tell them I lived with retarded men. I just told them I had weird roommates.
Really?
I wouldn't tell them. And then they would come out.
This is Bobby Kelly, and this is Living with Retards.
Dude, this is Barry. Hello.
He's high functioning, dude.
This is Michael.
This guy will headbutt you to death.
This is Pete. Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Bob.
They're so adorable. These two people. This one is getting ready to go on a date. He's an adult. And everyone he meets, he boops their nose and says, boop.
Dude,
It's adorable. I want one, but like that, you can't say that. It's not right. I want them for the wrong reasons.
I had the best time.
Of course you did.
I used to put Barry on the back of my motorcycle.
But you were a king among fucking men.
I used to hang.
Of course you had a great time. You were their lord.
We used to go to the beach together. and hang out like on the beach and look at chicks.
They look at your spina bifidus body. Look how his back curves, all normal. You probably took showers in front of them. This is what a god looks like, dude. Drink it in. Drink it in, you goofballs.
When I first worked there, I used to wear bikini underwear because I was hot Bobby.
Yeah.
And,
you had no choice but to.
When they got their clothing vouchers from the state, they all came back with bikini underwear because they
wanted to be like you.
They wanted to be like me, so there were all these, men with Down syndrome, retarded men came out with just bikini underwear on.
They'd see you at night bringing home chicks.
Yeah.
Were you allowed to bring back chicks?
None of their junk fit in the bikini, so it's just a big half a nut hanging out of Barry's.
Were you allowed to have chicks back there? Because if I had my own Down syndrome kid that was living at this place, and I found out Hot Bob was coming and walking around in bikini underwear and plowing chicks, and I'd be pretty bummed out.
Yeah, I mean, I was allowed to bring, because it was my apartment. So there was...
Was it all guys?
It was a 3-family home. There was a regular family lived on the top floor, like a husband, wife, and kids. And we had...
Regular, I get it.
So we had the first floor and the second floor. 3 lived on the first floor.
Yeah.
Do
you have to make sure they don't fuck?
You had to make sure... Well, my first week there...
Do you have to go spraying with water like cats?
No, sex to them, they don't have gay. They don't know what gay is. They don't know...
A hole's a hole.
Yeah, they just... Sex is sex, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Man.
The first week there, the first week
lucky sons of bitches. Do you know what is the funniest takeaway when they go, like, 'cause I've said this too, I go, man, like mentally challenged people look so happy all the time, and it really is. He goes, yeah, that's the only great part about it.
They were fucking great. They were so fun to be around. And I actually did a comedy show with me, Burr, and Patrice for them and to raise money for whatever place I was working for.
What'd you do? Jingle keys? You charge them money to come to the show and then use their money on them?
They got to come for free, but we raised money. They didn't have a microphone, so they had a lavalier. So
really?
I remember Patrice had to hold the little microphone up and tell his jokes. He was so pissed at me. But they laughed at everything.
Of course.
They had such
They don't have
time.
another speed.
They had a good time.
It's tragic sorrow or complete elation. But we fell in love with a couple last night that I've never been more happy for two people. And they just sit on a bed or in a room. Like now they're kissing. They moved on to kissing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty big. The parents are pretty stoked about it on all fronts with these kids, which I like.
Yeah, they're pretty normal. I mean, dude, it was weird because I thought
No, they're not pretty normal. Take that back.
I thought it was going to be worse. Like I thought it was going to be a lot of like poop and weird. Like I was going to have to take care of them like a nurse. They are high functioning, mentally. What is it now? When I was working
challenged.
There, it went from retarded to mentally retarded.
Right.
And then it changed again to mentally challenged.
I think there was a cup of coffee with doof, no? No? Am I wrong? I could be wrong.
You're wrong.
I could be wrong. I lived in Philly. I could be wrong. They may have lied to me.
My first week there, I remember at the middle of the night, I kept hearing bam, 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 bam. And I panicked. And I ran in.
Underwater, it sounds like.
I ran into Barry's room and he was jerking off.
Oh, and yelling your name?
And I walked in and I was like, Barry. He's like, get out of here, Bob, get out of here. He just started giggling. He was like, get out of here.
Oh, he didn't even care.
He thought it was hilarious.
It made him pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they have abnormally large wieners?
That's
always God's funny little joke, isn't it?
I never saw it. I had to talk to the lady the next day. I was like, listen, I didn't know. And she was like, no, sexually they're
allowed to whack off, right?
Yeah, they find whoever they find attractive.
What did they whack off to? Well, he was whacking off to you.
Yeah, I think he was whacking off to me, which, in fairness, I was pretty hot at that time.
You were walking around in bikini underwear and bringing back chicks.
It was my fault. He
projected himself to the woman.
Me and Rogan went back there one night.
Yeah?
I don't know if I'll ever remember this, but we went back to my room. I had a room. I had a water bed. Like my room was in a little apartment.
Boston?
This is Boston, yeah. And we went back to the house.
And what happened?
We went back with a couple girls, hung out, had a good time. I made some cappuccinos.
I wonder if you're like Joe Rogan made them Fear Factor and stuff. Eat these dog eyeballs. Okay. Whoop, whoop. He's doing it, dude. He's doing it. This is crazy. Christine, can you find the couple? Do you have the trailer even for it?
I do have the trailer.
It's emotionally draining, this show. I feel I'm so happy for them, and I feel like we're being shitty, they put them in a zoo.
Really?
Yeah, I really do. I don't know, something about it's like it's so like an equal amount of people that go. I'm the perfect example of the. I think it's beautiful watching these two sit on a bed, and they just keep saying the same thing back and forth to each other. It would go on for hours.
Oh yeah.
They just go. He's like, "You're my beautiful angel princess," and she goes, "You're my beautiful angel prince." And he's like, "You shimmer like the sun. You shimmer like the sun. And I love you, and I love you too." They also.
It sounds amazing.
The second they see each other, when they know, because by the way, the one that's like pretty smart keeps falling into like she shows up and it's a guy who's like banging his head with a mallet,
like Jacob just did. For some reason, Jacob, what happened?
Jacob, you just gave a soul-crushing reaction. You have to tell us what that was.
What happened?
Your head fell into your arms on the table.
What happened?
You can't act like no big deal.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble connecting something that I need to connect.
Yeah, we're talking about retarded people that say the same thing over and over again for hours.
And I'm also cleaning up Lou's mishmash that he created.
Oh, he was going to say mess. Lou's about to climb over that table with no cigarettes in his body right now.
It's an easy fix if you just give it back to me.
Oh, man.
Jacob, your turn.
He wrote 7 live reads. Not one of them has a timestamp or a number on it. So, I mean, pick which paper you want to read.
Just
Lou?
give it all back. I'm the senior producer
I'm
here.
you're
You're lucky you still have a job with me.
And you fucking post-it.
I've been here.
Child.
I've been here 22 years. I'm no dummy.
I've been here for 10 years.
Can you get that a drop? Can we have that as
I've been working here, guys, remember, for 10 years.
Jacob, hold up that post-it note so Bobby can see. Just sort it out from that.
Wow. Holy shit, dude.
Because you're a cunt.
You know what you guys need? I think you guys need some downs for love.
Yeah.
Give it a little.
Let's get retarded in here.
How does that not bite her in the ass? Play this.
Such a good feeling.
Listen to this, Lou. Check out these goofballs in this trailer. They're so adorable.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They let this one. What? They're adorable.
You called them goofballs.
Yeah. Yeah. No, some of them are goofballs. I don't mean that in a bad way.
I think Down's face is the adorable thing ever.
Yeah, it's got levels. For sure.
You think?
Yeah, there's a no pun intended spectrum of different tweaks and things that make it all right or not all right.
Peaks and valleys of Down.
Peaks
Down's
and valleys.
face.
But the two that fell in love, this one kid's neck is wider than his ears and goes all the way down to his shoulders, and he finds love. That's the one right away. They just tell each other they love each other almost the second they meet. Mm-hmm. It's pretty great.
It's really important to find love because that's what makes you human.
I'm looking for love of a girl who is brilliant, intelligent, beautiful.
Now this guy, pause it, Christine. The guy you're listening right now is Carlos Anthony. He is top tier in the Downs world. I didn't even know fully he had Downs. I thought he was just a tiny Hispanic guy. But he has Down syndrome. He is really into this. All takes place, by the way, in New Zealand and overseas. And
Okay, because I was going to say, I didn't know if that was Downs or she was English.
Both.
She's both, okay.
Both things are happening. It's New Zealand, I believe. But they, the teeth situation on this show, I don't know if that's related to, dare I say, mental issues and body problems with that, or if this is just foreign teeth, because this guy here is into a girl who's a model, a Downs model, I believe, or some problem she has. She's super into medieval stuff, and she's got a jaw like Stan from American Dad. It's pretty crazy. It's the strongest jaw I've ever seen on a woman. She doesn't talk at all, but he loves her. And he writes her a poem that Christine points out 10 times better than the poem that Lewis wrote to his girlfriend years ago. The poem, the Legion of Skanks poem. Episode 19, if you ever want to revisit that, anybody. Quintessential moment.
A perfect man could be funny, generous, and kind.
Go back to her. Go back to her for a second. Bring up a picture of Gizmo close up. She looks like Gizmo, and I think She's so adorable.
She's very adorable. They're all so adorable so far.
Oh, yeah. And they just want to fuck. That they're adults and they want to fuck.
She does look just like Gizmo.
She looks exactly like Gizmo. Christine just realized it, doesn't like it, but has to admit it. She looks like Gizmo. For sure.
It'd be funny if you fed her after midnight, if she just became normal.
You got her wet. All you got to do is throw her in some water.
There's a trick to it.
It's this girl and her new boyfriend are the most adorable thing on the show. By far, Christine, right? The one just has enough bad dates with guys who are more retarded than her until she just quits and goes lesbian. The last episode we haven't watched yet, she's going lesbo.
Generous and kind.
Lou, if you're keeping score, that's 2 handicaps. Down syndrome and lesbian? Damn, man. Good luck getting a job wherever in the middle of the country you live.
Slim and blonde.
This motherfucker, huh? Rewind that for a second. He goes, I like him like fit, slim, and blonde. Like, all right, dude. All right, beggars can be choosers.
Man could be funny, generous, and kind.
He's very young, slim, and blonde.
By the way, it's not what he ends up with. He ends up with a woman who has armpit hair and burn marks like Freddy Krueger on her body.
But that might be fit in his world.
It's not blonde.
Okay. She could have been blonde before the burns.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to take the negative end on this because I think this show is beautiful and so tragic that they're doing this to them. This is the smartest person on the show.
I hope there's romantic, so I guess so.
Yeah, I'm down for love.
They send her on dates with this guy.
They made him say the title of the show.
Yeah, this guy, and that's what I'm saying is what shows up. Like this guy's gonna like eat something like that he's not supposed to there, like the mini golf club or something where they're playing.
Like the windowsill.
I think they go and play. What's that game called?
Cricket.
Croquet. They were playing croquet with the mallets hitting the ball through the little squares on the ground. They were playing that, and like she was just doing it like any normal person would. And I mean, he's coming in way on it, and first of all, liability giving these 2 mallets and just sending them off by themselves while the moms drink wine and talk about how hard it's been doing this.
So the moms, the parents are in it too.
Oh yeah, they're adults. The kids are all adults.
Yeah.
So it's them, like, they get it. They want to fuck. They get it. These kids want to fuck.
I worked with elderly guys, like 50 and up to 68.
Really? How was the guy who whacked off to you?
He was 52, I think.
That's flattering then.
Thanks. Yeah, it was.
That's flattering.
Wasn't the oldest one was like 68, Charlie.
Yeah, he would jerk off to anything. He's seen stuff.
Yeah.
He was 68 when you were young. So that dude's seen shit.
Yeah, it sucks that they're all not around anymore.
Do you know that?
Well, because yeah.
Did you go to all their funerals? What was it? One bus crash? You left and they tried to take the bus at night by themselves?
I don't know. I don't think...
They saw that movie, The Dream Team, and figured they're going to go see a Sox game. Was that the Sox? Or was it New York they were in, The Dream Team?
I have photos. I did a photo class because I was in art school and I had to take photos, and I took photos of all of them for my final assignment.
Or did you just take one picture and just copy it 6 times? Come on, Bobby. Come on, Bobby.
I found the pictures. I'll bring them in.
Dude, Jacobs is looming in such a bad mood.
He's got a bad energy, man. He's got like I mean, he's frustrated. He came over to me and changed papers twice.
People think sometimes we're like mean to Jacob, and they get very defensive, which I love. I love that people love Jacob. Jacob was mentioned this weekend several times to me how much people love Jacob. But Jacob does things like that, like hits his elbows and head into his hands, like everything's falling to pieces. And then we go, what? He has an energy of like, do the show, guys. Yeah. Like, we're human, man. It's in a room, and my friend just put his head in his hands.
He has the temperament of a Downs person.
And then you find out the thing is the reads weren't numbered. Wow.
I mean, at the end of the day, somebody will read it. I'll fucking pick one up and read it.
Wow.
They're gonna get read.
Wow.
Man.
Woof.
This is the time of quitting cigarettes where he may lose his job every day. He's like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
I had a handle on it yesterday, and then this is the stress test, and I don't have a handle on shit. I want to smoke 3 at once.
Nah, you're good, dude. You quit. You're done.
Bob gives the best pep talks. He texts you out of nowhere. I know, but still, it's mental.
He's doing great.
Bobby's the only one who texts me. He's like, "How you doing today, dude?" It means the world. It's really
You're killing it.
I gotta be honest with you.
Quit.
I had a crazy weekend, and I forgot you quit.
Well, you got your own march of death, bro.
But as soon as I saw you,
March of death. Jesus.
no, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. Play a little more of this.
We all want love, companionship, and affection. To love and be loved.
Will you be my boyfriend?
Oh, she gets on her knee to ask him if he'll be her boyfriend. He goes, "Yeah, I think that'll be good." They met 20 minutes before and started bowling, and then she got on her knee and asked him to be her boyfriend. Christine almost melted. She almost fell to pieces on that one. If you were going to cry, that was the one, right?
It was very sweet.
Or was it when the other two said they loved each other the second they met at the mini golf?
I love when the girl was like, "I really like you." It was so cute.
I'm with Christine. I'll cry. Retarded people make me so happy. It reminds me when I live with them. When I see them,
I could absolutely cry at this if I wasn't feeling I cry at the movie The Other Sister, almost for the same exact reason. I would cry at this. This though, I feel like they're being exploited. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're filming them it's like a terrarium to watch these people like interact, and it's because here's the thing: there's so much funny. They make two of them go take a dancing class, and they let the goofiest of the goofy on this show dip a woman, and of course she falls and hits the ground immediately, and he falls on top of her. I'm like, yo, that's fucked up to teach him dips.
No, worse. We remember the first. He goes, "Oh, we hear you're a dancer," and he goes, "Yeah, on TikTok." And they're like, "Show us some of your moves."
And then he just, then he just tards out on the floor, flipping and flopping around like a dead fish, and then he gets, he just humps the air a bunch. And they're like, "Oh, really good." And she is smart enough to know, "Oh, you just look like a fool."
The other retarded.
Yeah. The other retarded person was like, "Oh, man, he's one of those retards." Like, she gets it too much. This one, same exact problem on her first date. She goes out with a guy, and she keeps saying he's love. It's the same guy, right? It's the goofiest kid. She keeps saying he's lovely, but it's like, would you? They're always like, "Yeah, no, I'll be as." It's so funny when a girl whose like eyebrows like grow to her mustache goes like, "I'm happy, I'm good to be friends." Like, she's being picky, and I dig that.
Yeah, they are. They do. When I lived with them, they did, like, Barry would call, there was guy, Lenny, and he would just repeat, "Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. How you doing, Bob? Bob. Hi, Bob. Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob," over and over. And the other guy, Barry, would be like, "Shut up. Shut up. Stop it." He just said, and I'd be like, "Relax." And you can't really go, "Dude, he's retarded."
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go take off this bikini underwear and plow this chick. That's Joe Rogan, everybody. Do whatever he says. I want you guys to zip line.
It is interesting, the levels, and they don't like.
There's got to be so many. I mean,
they like to be normal. They don't like to. They all had jobs. They would wake up and work at McDonald's.
I think the ones that are able to be normal get bummed out that they are categorized the same exact way as someone who can need someone to hold their hand.
Sure.
This girl here has it together, and the guy they send multiple people out with, goes and puts his hand. He does like the woman's position of the arm under the arm on them right away.
Right.
He's also boops their nose the second he meets them several times. It's like,
I would love to have that guy around here right now to boop Jacob's
nose.
Somebody's
to boop Jacob's nose for sure.
Jacob, come here for 1 second. Come here, just let me boop your nose.
Jacob, you want us to hire a feel-good Down syndrome kid to boop your nose every once in a while?
We need one in here.
I'm good now. It's all settled.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't need a little boop?
No.
What happened? Lou straightened your shit out? Made you fucking back off like a pussy?
I straightened his shit out.
Oh, yeah? You got my Post-it note? Because it's my roadmap.
That Post-it note, I get it, by the way. When I do like roasts, I always bring it on like the notes of the people they send me. Like I never have it like organized well, but you get it.
Right. It's to me.
For sure. As long as it's done, Lou. That's all that matters.
I'm cool.
Jacob over here cracking the whip. You know what? You guys, the tension in here is a lot. Christine, give us a little bit of therapy, retards, please.
Special person isn't always easy.
Tip of the day, treat you as a princess.
That's the couple.
It's freaking me out because I've only known American mentally retarded people. Mm-hmm. So to hear the English accent.
Yeah, their accents suck and they have speech impediments.
It sounds a little more sophisticated.
It does.
There's like, hello.
These little regal sillies.
Hello, you want a spot of tea?
Well, one of the guys, it's all New Zealand, but one of the guys almost has like a Spanish accent. And it was so
No,
funny.
he's Spanish.
It
His
didn't
name's,
dawn on me that like somebody with Down syndrome would be bilingual, but he must be to have that accent.
I'm such a piece of shit. I didn't know other countries had retarded people. I thought we had that.
That was straight up here in Russia because of any just nuclear stuff.
Duh.
Differently abled.
Differently, is that what it is?
I believe so.
That's what we call it. Yeah, differently
Okay.
able. Besides, I wish they would come up with a cooler word. Retarded was just a great word.
Not in comedy. Comedy, all these are great. But in real life, sure. What is it? Differently abled is a stupid term, though.
It's too wordy.
I don't think you have to say disabled. Mentally challenged is fine. Who gives a shit? Whatever it is, they're fine. Like, the people who worry the least about this is them.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Because they're retarded.
I wouldn't have signed off on this show if I was some executive, because I'd be like, this is fucking shitty to do. It's like, by the way, not the love. Them going on dates and being into each other is so adorable. But I'm watching it like a perv almost, like an emotional perv.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be great if there was just some sort of like, public work where it's like they helped, mentally challenged people meet up, get to know each other, all that. To film it, it seems like every decision is being made. Like, I don't think any of them are making the decisions. I think it's their parents or their caretakers. So
Because of course we're laughing at how they're dressed and when they fall. Like they're giving you, but it's not supposed to be. It's not funny because the guy's a dickhead on this dating show and you want to see him eat shit because he's like a cocky douche. And they're all just the sweetest and you're just showing them do stuff. It's like, look at them. Look how excited they get about this painting. Look at they're on the beach. They can't believe it. They feed them fish. They both say they like fish and chips. Like, what do you like to eat? And he goes like, fish and chips. He goes, I like fish and chips too. And they have a beach picnic where they bring out fish and chips on the beach. And it just films the meeting. And it's just the way they plop on the thing and they go, comfy. They're retarded. And you're filming them to laugh at them.
Would you expect them to go to just grab a fish with his mouth?
Yes.
And bring it back to her?
Absolutely.
I think it's also to pull on people's heartstrings, not just to laugh at them.
Only a high-functioning female, differently abled person.
Differently abled.
Seems to have the capacity to know that, like, our levels are different and it's not going to work. They seems like, at best, they're always accepting someone a little bit, like, goofier than they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like a girl who's too goofy to get it, differently abled to get it, I don't know what the words are.
It's differently abled. Let's just go with that.
Goofy's funny.
How about we just go with goofy?
Yeah, she's too goofy.
Goofy.
Like, to get it. Like, I don't know. It's just like you feel like they're just going like, all right, but he is really nice. But I will say this.
I've never
No
met-
such thing as a bad date with two of them that are below the level. They come back right away like boyfriend and girlfriend, and they go, we're never going to see them again. They go, okay, moving on. Like, they're like, forever now? No? Never again? Okay. No.
Because you didn't know that every day is a new day for them. Did you know that?
No way.
It's like 51st.
That can't be true.
It's like 51st dates.
I almost for a second I was like, is there something to that? I started to think if I heard that before. Is every day they live in Groundhog's Day? Like, no, I know some. No.
Let me watch this. She's adorable.
Zealanders living with Down syndrome as they go on a series of dates.
I have some butterflies in my stomach right now.
You scrub up well?
Exploring the ups and downs of romance.
If the date goes wrong, I might cry.
And the complexities of relationships.
Do
Brutal.
you two want to have children?
No.
In the search for true love.
You're a
They're pretty
wonderful
dope.
lady, aren't you?
Could they have if two mentally challenged people had sex and she got pregnant, could they have a regular baby?
You want to find out?
You know what I mean? Because look,
What are you, a Nazi scientist?
two
Breed them.
two people without Down syndrome have a Down syndrome baby, right?
Christine, hack into the mainframe, find out for that for me, please.
That'd be wild. That'd be a good movie. Just two mentally challenged people have a normal kid that's like 6'4" and plays for like a basketball team.
There was a great Bob and Tom, not Bob and Tom, Jesus.
Wow.
Mr. Show with Bob and Dave did a sketch with that. I think it was like his parents were retarded, but he wasn't. And it was just him normal going to school and like opening up his school lunch, and it was just like forks and knives and Ziploc bags, like only. And he's just like, and everybody makes fun of him. They dress, they take him school clothes shopping and tell him what's good, and it's just like crazy clothes.
You math homework, and they just give you a Rubik's Cube.
It was really funny.
That's funny.
But that's because it's making a joke. It's making light of a situation that's. This is such a serious, real thing of their lives. I don't know. I think it's fucked up showing it, but I had to watch it, which I know. I'm just saying I'm in the ladder of bad people, though.
Next time you're watching this, text me. I was home alone last night.
Oh, really? This would have just...
Looking for something.
This would have drug you in. By the way, you could show this to Dawn. She'll watch it.
Oh, I 100%.
You can show this to her tonight. Tear through it. I think... Can I tell you what I did? And it makes it nice and easy. You don't need the backstory. The backstory is enough in the thing. Just scroll through the thumbnails until you see they're meeting up for a date. I didn't get any backstories on anybody. I just watched the dates or the couples that were already together they were showing.
It's pretty wild that she had on a horse.
That's
wild that she was just on a horse.
Oh,
galloping around.
Yeah. That's the highest functioning one. By far and wide, the highest functioning one.
Would you get in a helicopter if one was flying it?
They flew a helicopter in this. They go up on a helicopter ride, which I say the waiver stack of papers for that must have been astronomical. I mean, don't make any lunch plans. You're going to be signing papers for a while.
Are you having fun?
Want to go upside down?
Upside down. I'm in love. I love you.
I love... They just sit on the bed and just keep... They say the same words to each other and add a thing on. You're my shining princess. You're my shining prince in shining armor.
You're my shining star in the sky that I love to see bright.
Am I right, Christine? Me and Christine looked at each other and we were like, we don't even like each other, I think. If this is what love is, me and Christine don't have it.
Yeah. I look over at Dawn. She's just on her phone.
I will tell you this. Maybe for the first time in months in our own bed last night, after we watched this show, Christine moved the dog.
She gave you a sloppy blowjob?
No, she moved the dog out of the way, and so we can lay like big spoon, little spoon for the first time because we were that touched by these little. Yeah, they're therapy retards.
This is.
That's how they're being treated.
I mean, dude.
That's how they're being treated. That's what they're saying to do with them.
The show works.
Feel good about yourself.
Yes. Feel good about yourself.
Feel good about yourself by going, good for in my life. I should feel better about my life because
you have a normal sized tongue.
Since you've got Dawkins, you've used her as a wedge in bed.
Christine uses her as a wedge. Christine will not separate from that dog at night. It's not going to happen. She needs to be touching it.
Oh.
But she's in between the both of you, not on Christine's side.
Every night.
Between us, yeah.
Every night, the dog is between you.
100% of nights,
like
except last
night. Foot
night.
of the bed.
Huh?
Sometimes she's at the foot of the bed.
If she's at the foot of the bed, Christine grabs her and pulls her against her will in between us both.
It'd be super fun to be new pussy to someone.
And Dawkins is new pussy. In fairness, Dawkins is new pussy.
My dog, Doodles, as soon as I get into bed, jumps the fuck off the bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
fun. She gets off the bed. She goes right to the floor. And then I scoop up to Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dawn violently kicks the blankets off. And then the dog comes back up and goes right between us. And I roll over. Yeah. And I get my pillow cube and hug that.
Pillow cube.
Pillow cube.
Free plug.
I don't think.
I wonder if these pillow cube would work. They should do that with these people.
Yeah, product placement or something. I'll tell you what's also, you know about levels?
Be good for their heads.
Now, there's only so many activities you can get these differently ableds to do.
Goofies?
It's goofies to do, and bowling seems to be 3 of the 5 of them.
Yeah.
Bowling and mini golf and games as such come up in this show a lot.
Yeah. Darts is not good.
Darts is off the table.
Yeah, darts is not good.
Tell you what, a game of the big block Jenga?
Yeah.
There was a big block Jenga in the first episode, and then eventually the kid who they're going to send in the public with a mallet and another woman just tackles it over. They're going to send him on a date with a woman and expect him not to be weird. He is the unhappiest looking kid ever.
What does it say?
What is it? 2 people with Down syndrome can have a baby that does not have Down syndrome.
Yeah. That'd be
suck my titties, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, that's right. He was doing an impression of a Down syndrome girl. What a piece of shit.
I'm out of here. Maybe he's retarded. Maybe Gronk is goofy.
For sure.
100% goofy. He has the gene.
Listen to the way he says he's out of here.
He's got.
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
He really does.
That's Downs.
How about what was the word he said over and over again?
Option.
Oh yeah, because either on the option, get the fuck out. It's always get the fuck out of there. Whatever the word is before it, the football word, it's football word. Get the fuck out of there. Either run a fly pattern, get the fuck out of there.
Option.
Fuck out of there. Either run the option, get the fuck out of there. Option. Become a quarterback. Run that option, baby. I know everything.
I really love. I would watch this show. I would love to watch this show because I love Down syndrome. I mean, mentally challenged people.
Yeah. You also enjoy watching baby panda videos on YouTube and stuff.
I mean, I was friends. Like me and Barry would hang out. Like I was.
Oh, because you spend a little time with them. You think it makes you better when you're watching it from a different a pro eye, a trained eye. No, I'm not. I don't think it's funny when they fall. I actually know it's because of their cerebrum problems that they have balance issues, and that's why he wasn't able to hold her. I acknowledge that. Not just that they made the two retarded people do a complicated dance so they would fall on top of each other.
Me and Barry would watch TV in his room, and he would sit in his recliner. I'd sit on the edge of the bed, and we'd watch like nighttime game shows. And he had a long tongue, and I'd put my index finger under his chin, and he would try to grab it with his tongue.
Why?
I don't know. It's just a game we played.
That was the game you played.
And I put it on. I would just sit there and he'd go, and he'd try to hit it. Every once in a while, he'd get it and wrap around my finger, and I go, ha! And he'd go, ha!
That was Barry in his 50s?
That was Barry at 52, yeah.
The guy whacked off to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you're fucking let him suck your finger. I mean, I'm starting to think you're retarded, Bobby. Is that why you, Bobby was one of the retards he thought was in a house taking care of them? And then another guy to say to other people, he goes, that's Bobby. He walks around in bikini underwear and thinks he has a great body. Just be cool.
I was the highest functioning.
He thinks he knows Joe Rogan. He keeps bringing this guy home and saying it's Joe Rogan, and then going in a room and making noises like he's having sex with a woman. It's Fight Club, dude. You're Barry. Barry Kelly. Oh, Christine, hit me with some of that silly love.
It's me.
I don't like her. What? I love her.
Oh my God. I can't watch this show. I'll fucking be crying.
Yeah, you will.
I was trying to pull up scenes for us, but Netflix is being a pain in the ass.
Oh, there's probably clips on YouTube. Down for Love
Did
clips.
you get emotional at all?
Yeah. I said the word no so much because I'm telling you, but my no's were, this is beautiful. You don't need to show, it's like, it's jerking yourself. It's my same argument about like oh, look, we had a retarded kid is coming in because he always wanted to be a boxer, so Mike Tyson's going to take a dive with him. It's like, just have Mike Tyson come meet him and train him how to box a little bit. Like, you are treating him like a moron when you go, oh my God, you knocked out Mike Tyson.
So you think their love is fake?
No. I think it's so pure.
Do they have sex?
Not so. I mean, they could be. The kid with the thick neck.
Yeah.
Tells the girl's dad, "We kiss now, and we're gonna be together forever, and you can't stop us." Like he came. He thinks his job is to go tell the dad, like, "I got it now."
Yeah.
And the dad just, because they're. I keep wanting to say goofballs, but just disably challenged. What is it? Differently abled. That
differently. What is it, Christine?
Differently abled.
Differently abled. Is that it?
I keep coming back to it. They we went through that. I forget what we were saying. They are like the dad's got to be like, he's like, yeah, oh okay, all right, I'm up, hands off, buddy. I don't want any trouble. And then the kid has to sit. He sits there with a real, because he's goofy. He's sitting there with a real, genuine sense of like, just showed your dad what was what. He just lives in that.
But they
pretty awesome.
But they don't. They have the same sexually. I mean, they have sexual desires. They're not any different than us sexually. Like, they want to bang, they want to make out, they want to play with their ding dings and have sex with girls, and You know, they don't care.
Christine, are there any pictures of Down syndrome girls showing their pussy?
Oh, God, Jay, please don't do this.
What? They'd be adults. Adults.
Please don't do. I don't want to see an adult.
I just want to see if it looks different. We don't have to look at it at all.
It's the same thing.
Well, you're saying that, but I saw some weird hands and feet on the show yesterday. What I would describe as different.
I can't. Please don't let me.
I believe their pussies are probably the same.
Skanks Thursday night was so good.
Yeah, that's good. Let's vamp while Christine looks up Down syndrome pussy.
Please.
By the way, Bobby, I'm beginning to think there is a flaw in the Jacob method. I don't think it's going to work for you and Dawn.
Why? Why?
First
Because
of
I don't
all,
want to
the
see a
way you're
retarded
approaching
pussy?
it- No.
What?
That's not helping.
It's not helping. Well, you didn't. It didn't work the last time you attempted it, but I realized it's based off of a movie, The Jacob Method.
Mm-hmm.
Little Children, but in that movie,
What?
That's the name of the movie.
Okay. Well, can you change the
It's
name of the movie?
Kate Winslet and Patrick Wilson.
Yes.
They're banging, but turns out I forgot. They're not married. They're actually both cheating on their spouses. So that is considered what Christine wants to be new pussy. So it doesn't.
So
I don't know if it applies because.
So you got to do it to a different chick.
So should I let Dawn fuck somebody else and I do it to somebody
if
else?
You want the Jacob method to work? It's
Really?
Basically,
This
it's
show?
a hot scene. Like they bang in the laundry room of her.
I feel like since the day Bobby got on this show, not even sitting in that chair yet, hadn't found your little pocket you wanted.
Yeah.
Yet we started talking about you and Dawn swinging, and here it comes full circle. I feel like this is what this show is leading you towards, a world of swinging activity.
Yeah.
Couples resorts and what have you.
But so you think I should let her? Should I do it back in New York, or should I do it up in the woods of New Hampshire?
God, you guys are gonna have to get some beaded curtains, I think, to walk through in your house, and Max is gonna have to get used to some swanky parties.
I'm just
you know,
saying,
Bobby's a tech guy. If he gets lava lamps, he's getting all the lava lamps.
Let me come up with a new method because that is specifically for people who are ready for new pussy.
Well, I tried your method this weekend.
Oh, really?
Well, I attempted it again.
Well, hold the phone.
And she said, we'll see.
Wow.
Wait,
how
did you approach it?
I just jammed my hands down the front of her pants and picked her up like a six-pack down at the lake.
And she said, we'll see.
She said, we'll see.
With your hand in her pants.
And then she apologized to everybody down at the lake for what just happened.
Jacob, you don't understand couples.
Yeah.
You're a consummate bachelor. You don't get couples, dude.
And she was wiping sand out of her snatch for around 20 minutes.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. I just can't. I'm going to, the next couple weeks when we're up there alone, I'm going to try to sneak it in. I was thinking I adjust it a little bit and just sneak it in.
Yeah, don't go right for vagina. Try like the waist first. Work into it.
Dawn doesn't have a waist.
You want to be romantic a little.
Dawn doesn't have a waist.
What would your swinging outfit be?
Swinging?
What would your
Something
outfit be for swinging?
Linen. White linen.
Straight linen.
No underwear, white linen.
No underwear.
Slip-on shoes, no socks.
You like your knock around enough that like...
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want a chain slapping off the back of her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. White linen, rolled up sleeves.
All right.
Yeah.
And just open maybe?
Couple buttons. Not
Couple
too
buttons,
much.
yeah.
I don't want her to throw up at my stomach.
But your dork flowing free under those linens.
Yeah, my dork. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like semi?
Yeah.
Nice little semi going?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
What's Dawn in?
Dawn?
Yeah.
She's in a tube top.
Okay.
And a little, some type of little dress.
Okay.
Just pull out her cans.
Yeah.
Half the nipple out, half the nipple not out.
Yeah, it's trashy.
The left one still in, the right one's out because it's a little smaller. You know what I mean?
And what's the couple you're taking down, you think? You seen? I don't know why I'm seeing, because I think you guys, I think through all the years, you and Dawn still laugh together, and that's what keeps you together.
Yeah.
I think it would be people that you don't necessarily find unattractive.
Yeah.
That have attractive maybe bodies, but laughably like, what's the guy's name who does the articles? Jeffrey Gurian hair. And like a woman who's got really freckly, like, just, what I'm saying? Like a couple of silver foxes.
I think,
So you guys think like the girls, like the ladies got big fake titties and like a crazy fake tan. The guys got sort of fake tan, but they're very in shape for their age.
Well, if it was Dawn picking it, it would be a different thing than me. Dawn would pick some dude with sleeve tattoos and some type of truck with a lot of tools in the back. You know what I mean?
A man.
Yeah, a man. Exactly. Thanks, Jay.
These
Appreciate
ladies,
that. Yeah.
A lot of our women,
If
a lot of comedians' women have lacked in their life the being surrounded by genuine masculinity.
Yeah. No, I know Don wants that dude who has a motorcycle, a truck, and a car.
Yeah.
And a sleeve tattoo and
blue collar job.
Yeah, some type of job where he has a bunch of other people working under him.
Do you know how unfazed I even am? I don't even think about what goes through Christine's head when I've been pleading with our front desk to send somebody up, please, to hang this vacuum thing on the wall properly because it's not done right. And I have to plead with them. I don't even think that when we get in the elevator, like, is Christine like, he's not a man? I don't know.
I do manly stuff. I do like manly shit around the house.
Do
like
I smoke cigars?
I do manly stuff, smoke cigars, light the fire. Like I fix stuff. I like this weekend. I reorganized all the firewood and shit like that.
I Charlie horse Christine once a day. Let her know who's boss. Just ring her bell. King. Ha 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 ha.
But Dawn wants a man. You know what I mean? There's a limit to my like. She wants to paint the tiny house. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, how should we? She's like, we'll just do it. I'm like, I don't want to fucking paint. Can we just hire a man? Like,
yeah,
that bums her out. Like,
she's like, did you see his live to ride and ride to live jacket?
Yeah, she wants that guy.
That's how I feel about cooking.
What?
The way you feel about painting. I'm like, can't we just hire somebody to cook?
No. Dawn actually cleaned. She actually cleaned the house, the tiny house. She went and got all the stuff and then sprayed it down. It looks brand new. It was like I was supposed to do it, but I just didn't want to do it.
How do you clean a tiny? Do you like just do the roof with like paper towels?
Well, you have to.
How small is this thing?
She figured it out.
You have a power washer? That looks fun. Power washing a house looks fun.
She power washed the tiny house. It looks brand new.
It's the only job, like maintenance job, that anybody's ever stoked to do. Power washing.
Power washing's fun.
There's just nothing. You're like, how have we lived amongst this dirt all this time?
Yeah. You can power wash anything too.
I know.
Patio, house,
car,
furniture,
car, under the car.
Yeah.
It's transformative. I love it.
Yeah. Do you have one?
I do the house in my parents' house.
Yeah, they got one.
The siding.
That's nice.
Yeah,
the hookup's not good. I mean, kind of sucks, but once it's ready to go, it's so much fun.
If we swung, it would be with a guy like Jacob.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want like a.
You wouldn't give her what she wanted in a tattooed guy.
No, I don't want her to be with like a stoic man, like some type of do with a, like American flag tattoo and the.
Oh, that's what she wants.
Yeah, I don't want that.
She wants to go like an eagle. Eagle doing
just
that.
says freedom on his back. I don't want that.
He believes in it.
Yeah, he knows how to fix a carburetor.
I mean, he probably has a hot wife.
Yeah,
guy probably knows where a carburetor is.
But she would be done with me too.
I took it like I was what Dawn wanted, and then you said I'm like the opposite of what she wants.
She doesn't want. No.
He's saying you have that masculine quality, but you're not the exact sleeve of tattoos. He doesn't want her to leave.
No, I would want Dawn to be with you. 100% Dawn would not be with you.
Oh, I was wrong.
No,
I was trying to lessen that blow.
No, Dawn.
Apologies, Jacob.
Dawn would know.
I was
Dawn
right the
wants.
first time.
Dawn wants like at least 6 something, and
always comes down to that.
Yeah, sleeves. I mean, at least some type of motorcycle. She likes motorcycle guys. I know because she keeps hinting, why don't we get a bike? And it's like, I don't know. I fell last time I had a motorcycle. I went down twice, and
I'll have to.
Do we have a Snickers mention in the first hour?
Yeah, we got a break now, Jay.
Do we have a mention in the first hour?
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, dude, that was a real rookie mistake. Bobby?
Yeah.
Do you have a Snickers mention?
Yeah, man. It's time. Sometimes you get a rookie mistake. Brought to you by Snickers, rookie mistake. Maybe you just need a Snickers. Snickers, the official chocolate bar of the NFL. Check out snickers.com/NFL to learn more. Campers.
Rookie move, Bobby. Sending your woman over to Jacob. He's going to pound her out, dude.
Maybe I should give her a Snickers.
That satisfies.
I love Snickers. God damn it.
What's your favorite part?
The nougat. I eat the chocolate, then I eat the down to where it's just the nuts and the nougat. You ever eat it like...
I believe you. Yeah. I watched your son systematically bite and suck the chocolate off of chocolate-covered pretzels and then eat the pretzel. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think it's a Kelly thing.
You guys like to eat your sweets in layers? I enjoy every layer itself, dude.
They're right there, the middle guy. Like she was a big Sons of Anarchy. Every week I'd come home and she'd be watching that show.
Opie, right? Was it Opie?
No.
Because he was my guy.
No, not Opie.
Opie was my guy.
Opie used to be my guy until they blew up that show.
Oh, well, the way they killed Opie?
Oh, I'm talking about a different Opie. I'm sorry.
Oh.
No, she liked, what was it? What was the guy's name? The lead guy, the blonde guy?
Jax.
Jax.
Yeah, but Jax was a piece of shit compared to Opie.
Yeah.
Opie was the dude.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, Jax is gorgeous.
I mean, Jax is fucking nuts. I mean, if I came home and she was with, that is my fear, is that I come home and she's with a guy like that up in the tiny house. Some guy just fixing a light.
No, it's fine. Jax wasn't that guy. Jax was a Nancy. He was just, he would do one thing. He was just a criminal. Yeah. You know what I mean? But he wasn't like, I didn't believe he'd be that handy. Also, why it was hard to buy him. Once you hear him talk in real life, he's like a dandy boy. He's like a guy that should be showing Jacob what to shave with on a YouTube video or something.
A little thin belt.
I don't know what Opie was before. Ryan Durst. I know that because he reached out to me once on social media, and then I over-responded. Never heard from him again.
Sounds like Jay.
That's so classic Jay. Classic Jay. Over-respond.
Like about him?
Huh?
You told him everything you like about him every scene.
What's the big deal? Because I want to tell him everything I ever liked about him in one text. He reached out to me.
I got to do Comics Come Home this year, and I know
said, love
Chris,
your stuff, dude.
Chris
And
is
then I
going to be
went-
there. I'm so nervous about seeing Chris Evans again. I'm going to throw you under the bus. Will you come to Comics Come Home this year? Even if
Not
you're
if Captain America's going to be there to fucking kick my ass for blowing up your phone. Opie, that guy, Ryan Durst, became Opie. He just became Opie in his life. I don't think he was like a short-haired guy and everything, and then he Opied out. He became like a tatted up.
He was Opie in The Walking Dead.
He was Opie in The Walking Dead, absolutely.
But he actually was on SWAT for a minute. He played the brother of one of the SWAT guys, and he got yoked.
He's gotten yoked.
But then something happened, and I don't know, he got sick and got real thin.
Really?
He went from yoked to thin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know he's like really in shape. That was his big thing.
He got
You
yoked.
can look him up on social media, Rambo Donkey Kong. I know that. I always check my messages to see if he maybe hit me back one time. But it didn't happen. I stopped looking. But yeah, he's the coolest. From a guy who was like kind of a goofy looking kid, he really worked.
It's Monday. We're back.
A zillion reads.
We're going to talk about Skankfest Thursday.
Skanks Live.
Skanks Live, man. What? That show, let me tell you something. I didn't know. I know Skanks.
Yeah.
I went to Skankfest. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, it was a fun show.
It blew me away, dude.
Oh, thank you, man.
I mean, no, you don't know if it's good or not yet.
Oh, it blew me away. I can't believe you guys took that bullshit on the road.
No, not at all. It was fucking epic. Epic night.
Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. That was just a portion of our actual Sirius XM radio show.
If you want the whole thing, go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.
That's right. And go to BigJComedy.com and RobertKellyLive.com to check out our stand-up dates coming to a city near you. Crackle, crackle.